Flash that Oliver Queen lives to be 86. How do you like those odds?
I mean, if I'm playing Oliver Queen at 86, sitting around this table with you on our hover chairs, that would be really something. I think that I'd say if it's Harrison Wells that sang it, 50-50.
New costume for season 4?
Yeah, jogging pants and a hoodie.
Oh wow, you're sticking to that story.
What are you looking forward to most for the next season?
Yeah, we're 69 episodes into the show, and I do really feel like the first chapter, albeit it was over the course of 3 chapters, but the first chapter of the show has come to a close. It literally, I mean, we drove off into the sunset. So life is still the same for some people, and by the same, I mean it's nice for all. Okay, I'm going to circle back because I actually just thought of this. You know, we've taken Oliver through his first chapter. Okay. Meanwhile, we've taken all of our other core members. Okay. They are beginning a new chapter as well. You know, they have graduated to sort of where we found Oliver at the beginning of the series, minus the suicidal tendencies, probably. But I'm excited. There are wrinkles and elements to the character this year that really fall a lot closer to my personality. You know, it's funny when I would meet people during season 1 and season 2, and I'd crack a joke, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're not like that guy." I'm not like that guy at all. You know, there were a lot of things about that guy that I didn't like. So I'm really hoping that these new elements really breathe some fresh air into the show. I'm incredibly excited about this season, having read 3 episodes and talked about where things are going, new cast members, interactions between existing cast members. It's going to be great. Yes, Neil McDonough.
So what can you say about how Oliver reacted to that and what you really like to see from them?
I don't know how their relationship exists. I mean, Oliver knows precious little about Damien Dark. You know, I don't even know if he understands when Roz referred to a hive of operatives that he meant an actual hive. He meant hive. So, I mean, that's Diggle knowledge. That's not Oliver knowledge. But Damien brings elements to Starling City that, again, will, I think, help fuel our flashback story this year with Oliver.
What can you tell us about this flashback story?
Nothing.
Is Coast City going to play a bigger role in season 3 than, say, the first episode?
We do spend time in Coast City.
Need any friends along the way? Maybe.
I meet an old friend.
Okay.
Where did we find Oliver when the season begins? Is he still out in the city?
He's running, like always. He's always running. In season 1, in season 2, in season 3, he is running. You can go back and watch. So he is running again this year. He will always be running, but he's in a very different spot. He is. Oliver always tends to come into the new season with a new skill set, and he does have a new skill set this year. It's just entirely related to domestic living.
Is he actually accepting a chance at happiness and felicity?
100%. Yes.
I mean, so that's a huge growth for him, isn't it?
Oliver is almost entirely at peace when we first see him, and we see that both emotionally in terms of his state, and I pitched an idea where we actually see a literal physical change that shows that he has moved past some of the things that have happened to him over the past several years.
Is it the pointy goatee? Is it finally the pointy goatee?
I can't grow a pointy goatee. It just all that happens is more of this.
How might Oliver react to the return of Sarah? Because we know she's going to be back at some point.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that his reaction is going to depend entirely upon the state that she's in. You know, we teased a lot of things about what the Lazarus Pit does to you in season 3, and we haven't quite explored them yet with someone that came out of the Lazarus Pit, Thea. But Thea went into the Lazarus Pit, kind of still alive, but just sort of, in a state that modern medicine couldn't bring her back. If Sarah comes back to life, and one assumes that it happens via the pit, Sarah's been dead like a year. So that's a very different thing.
Will you be seeing other characters return to Lian Yu with you?
Am I returning to Lian Yu?
Well, like you and like present day characters. Are you guys going to be doing presentations?
Oh, I mean, Lian Yu exists as a character in our show in the present day. I mean, there is the prison. I always think it's interesting when Oliver goes back to the island in present day. I just don't like shooting those episodes in December.
Oh.